Dear audience, dear chairman, let me introduce my PhD topic. We work on non-invasive prenatal testing for rare chromosome abnormalities. I am Márton Kónya and I am a biologist. I work in Czeizel Institute. I lead a laboratory of cytogeneticists, and I lead a prenatal screening laboratory also. My supervisor is Amico Gal, and my SMS is Janer Toran. Our vision is increase the effectiveness of genetic tests and help pregnant women find a good decision and experts in genetic consultation. We have two ongoing meta-analyses. The first one is for the accuracy of non-invasive prenatal testing for rare chromosome abnormalities. And the second one is the background of false positive cases, is additional findings. The first one started in September. It is a comprehensive analysis of rare chromosome abnormalities for individual chromosomes based on close to 600,000 non-invasive prenatal testing. We know the NIPT is the best screening test for frequent chromosome abnormalities like Down syndrome, Edwards syndrome, and Patau syndrome. It's chromosomes 21, 13, and 18. But the patients want more and more genetic information from the fetus. Non-invasive prenatal testing started in 2011 and developed very quickly. And from 2015, started a genome-wide chromosome testing, which can find rare chromosome abnormalities. This is the first screening test which can find all rare abnormalities which is higher than detection limit. For example, here is a trisomy 7. NIPT positive, if we increase the genetic tests to genome-wide, we will increase the positive, screen positive cases and the false positive cases also. So, of course, we will increase the unnecessary invasive procedure like amniocentesis, and this can cause miscarriage. Our aim to test the PPV of NIPT for rare chromosome abnormalities and the relative frequency of these chromosome abnormalities. And we would like to clarify genetic risks. Of course, the patient is pregnant women, and we test genome-wide non-invasive prenatal tests and for rare chromosome abnormalities. And our hypothesis is the NIPT can find almost the same number of chromosome abnormalities like amniocentesis, but there are some many more discordant results. We have a systematic search. We found more than 4,000 articles, and 14 was eligible for full text. Our outcomes is frequency of these cases, and the main outcome is a positive predictive value for each chromosomes. And the first plot showed the screen positivity for rare autosomal trisomies. We can see here the screen positive rate is close to 0.3%. And our main outcome, this pooled outcome, it's how big chance for true positives. We have two methods. The left side, the PPV is 6%. Here only contains those cases where its genetic confirmation was available. But sometimes we cannot do a genetic test because of miscarriage, fatal death, or because we terminate the pregnancy because of the ultrasound image. But these cases is not a false positive cases. It's very high chance these are affected with chromosome abnormalities. So the right side is the less strict method, is a 12%, the PPV. We checked same way for structural chromosome abnormalities, where is only a part of the chromosome is deleted or duplicated. The screen positive was 0.16%. The positive predictive value was much higher, it's around 50% with both methods. Our main outcome is the data for each chromosomes. The top of them is the relative frequency. And you can see it's very big differences between chromosomes. Here is contained all chromosomes from 1 to 22, except 13, 18, and 21. And the most frequent rare trisomy is 7. The second and third plots show the positive predictive value with both methods. And you can see the positive predictive value differs so much, and between 0 and 40%. The true positivity is the frequency and times positive predictive value. The most true positive cases for chromosome 16 and 22. Our strength is a big number of genome-wide NIPT and individual results. Limitation is some chromosome abnormalities is very rare and limited data, statistically hard to interpret, and big heterogeneity between studies. On conclusion, genome-wide NIPT increased the false positive rate minimally, but can detect all chromosome abnormalities, but higher than the detection limit. And the false positive predictive value and frequencies very differ between chromosomes. These information is very important pre- and post-test consultation, and this study can be a basis of a wider meta-analysis. And we have to follow up false positive cases for additional findings. We finished the manuscript, and we sent to internal review and target journal human reproduction update. The second one is about false positive cases. This is false positive not because of laboratory failure. There is a biological background of these positives, mainly placental mosaicism, whereas the placenta is affected with chromosome abnormalities, the fetus is not affected. But this, in these cases, higher risk for pregnancy problems because the affected placenta have a placental dysfunction. First, sometimes we find more genetical abnormalities with NIPT, the complex chromosome abnormalities, and here is very high chance in maternal malignancy. And false positivity can increase the uniparental disomy. We have to check it. Here it's also pregnant women and only for false positive cases, and we would like to test frequency of stillbirths, intrauterine growth restrictions, preeclampsia, and UPD, and we would like to compare with the general pregnant population. And we would like to collect some data about maternal malignancy and in complex false positive cases. It's not a preliminary search, it's a systematic search with 5 databases, and we found 2,200 record, and now we do the title and abstract selection. Here we are now with the second project, and thank you for your attention.
I have a more methodological question regarding your whole genome non-invasive prenatal testing. Is it a cytology-based method, so a cytogenetics-based method?
No, it's sequencing, parallel. The most laboratory use massive parallel sequencing.
Okay, which is most probably quite expensive.
Yes.
Okay. And how is it non-invasive? What kind of sample do you use for this?
Yes, this is, I think it's a very stupid name of this, but we cannot do anything against it because, for example, ultrasound screening is non-invasive prenatal testing also, but this is the name of it. Non-invasive means it cannot cause a miscarriage because it's only a blood sampling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the non-invasive prenatal testing where we test the fetal DNA from the maternal blood. It's a placental origin, but we call it fetal DNA.
And which was the control method for this?
For this?
Yes, for your first project, yes.
No control. It's a diagnostic test. It's a follow-up or amniocentesis.
Okay, but you calculated positive predictive values. So
yes.
It means that you compare to...
Yeah, if the NIPT is positive, we cannot, it's a screening test. So we cannot terminate the pregnancy because of NIPT test. If the NIPT test is positive, we have to offer chorion villus sampling or amniocentesis for the patient.
Okay, and that method is
cytogenetical or RACGH, and or PCR or fluorescence in situ hybridization, or sometimes we do more genetic tests.
Okay, so the non-invasive test was used for screening, and the positive cases were then...
diagnosed.
Yeah, okay.
And
yes?
the negative is a healthy live birth. That's the negative control.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. My question is that what is the current practice? So for which woman does it is indicated, this genome-wide NIPT? Because it is very expensive. So what is the indication for which women do you indicate this genome-wide NIPT? Because it is a very expensive method.
Yes, the indication is very different from different countries. For example, in Netherlands or Belgium, the indication is you are pregnant, and the government pays for it. In Hungary, you have to pay it, but so if you pay 200,000 forints, a bit more, then you get a genome-wide non-invasive prenatal test. But we offer it if some screening test is mild positive. For example, we do a combined screening that is ultrasound and biochemical markers, and the risk is between over 0.1%. We offer NIPT, and they can choose it's targeted NIPT or genome NIPT.
Thank you.